Welcome back to ITV Nightlife, where we feature the best of nightclubs and DJs from around the world. I'm your host, Darren, and right now we're sitting in Club Paula in downtown Portland with the one, the only, Miss DJ Eva. Eva, how's it going this evening?
Good.
Right on. So you're headlining the show tonight at Paula. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the nightclub and what you've been working on in the past few months.
I've played at Paula a couple times before in the past, and I always had a really good time here. I love Portland. I love playing here. It's such a very receptive crowd here. They really get into it, and I have John D with me tonight, so we're hoping to do something special and a little bit different.
Yeah, we just interviewed John D, and I mean the guy definitely seems to be in tune with his work and knows what he wants to do, and has done it with some pretty big names out there. And of course, working with you, this must just be an honor. I know we were talking before the show, and you mentioned this is the first time you guys have really got together to connect and put something together. So people here, ITV viewers, you should be here tonight, but we're going to be in for one good treat. Eva spinning music and John D on the visuals. So tell me a little bit about some of the other things you have going on in Seattle and cities you've been playing.
Oh boy, it's I don't know where to start. Over the last few months, I've played in a few different places as far as around the U.S., like Denver, which I loved. I really love Denver. I'm looking forward to playing there again, working on another date at the moment. Seattle, I have a residency there at a place called Sea Sound, which is wonderful. I'll be playing there again next month with one of my favorite other local, he's kind of a transplant from Detroit, Nordic Soul, and we've been doing a lot of dates together, which I really just admire him a lot. So when we play together, it's really fun. I like being able to play with someone I really get into what they're playing, and I'm out there on the dance floor when they're playing, and we trade off. So
I've seen some of your dance moves at Sea Sound Lounge through BJ Scobot's camera that he has set up there. Scobot, I'll give a shout out to you, but I won't let the secret out of the bag. So you mentioned Sea Sound Lounge, and we almost call that our second studio. We're there so often. Bryce and Christy, great crowd, great times. They bring in a lot of great DJs. If there was one person, you've opened for some big names here, some of my favorite people that I grew up listening to, but if there was somebody you wanted to collaborate with or work with right now, or is the list too long to name a few of those, or can we get a couple of those names?
I would say more who is it that I haven't, and it's kind of I don't want to say random, but Sven Veit, who has Cocoon Club in Frankfurt. I've been there a couple times, and to me that is like the epitome of world-class clubbing. And I think the fact that he's just an icon. I just love what he's about. He's a lot of fun, with his presentation, his delivery, and that club is simply just astounding to be there, and I can really appreciate it. An amazing sound system, but the fact that he has the whole brand, the Cocoon brand. So,
how often do you make it over there?
Well, it's been a couple years since I've been there, but then there was a year that I was there 3 times and spent my birthday there and traveled all across Germany. Like I've been over there more places than anywhere else almost.
Yeah, compared to night clubbing, you're not only, a DJ, but you go out to the nightclubs and have fun. And, the nightclubbing in the States has its genre. Obviously, outside of the States, from what I understand, it's a whole nother ball game. And do you see that movement of what's going on over in Europe or even overseas in the Far East? Do you see that making a trend, making its headway into the States, or is it still staying sort of blocked off?
I see a bit of an opening as far as having people like Audiofly, Heidi, Loco Dis playing, in clubs. They're headlining in clubs over here now, which is just awesome. I think that it's taken too long. So it's cool to see a little bit of an influx in that and a transition a little bit. And I'm sort of the opposite. I want to play, my style is very European, and I like to play over there more. It's more international. You go to a city like Barcelona, and you get people from Italy and France and all over. So.
And speaking of your style being more European, what is the type of style that you spin, what would you call that? Earlier we had the Perfect Sin on. She said it was robot. Sexy
music.
Robot music.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a genre, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But if you could define your style of music that you like to spin, or that you choose to spin, that you really like making the crowd move to, what would that be?
I would be what you call a moody DJ. I play just depending on the circumstances. Kind of, I like to feel what's going on that night. Are people in a mood for happy stuff, or they want sexy stuff? But I really personally like a very funky techno style. But my style has changed throughout the years. I try to evolve personally as musically and as an artist, and I try to always kind of reinvent my style a little bit.
And you aren't just new to the scene. I mean, you've been spinning for a number of years. Actually, you started in a nightclub that was one of the first nightclubs I ever started hanging out at, which was the Underground back in the U District. For all y'all ITV viewers going way back, and I mean, you know, just being in that mix, finding dance music at that time in my life. I was 18 years old, and it was just a phenomenal experience, and it's something that has always stuck with me, to be entrenched into the electronic music scene and just see it grow from where it's gone from, you know, back alleys and hidden warehouses to now, you know, working with people like USC, and they're throwing 150,000 people events, or going to the Winter Music Conference. And there's hundreds of thousands of people there. It's just phenomenal. So, you know, it's awesome to see you still sticking with it and staying strong.
It takes a lot of determination, I'll tell you that, and perseverance.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna let you go out, hang out with your friends before the show starts. I know we got to get going. Club doors are ready to open up. Is there anything that we didn't touch on? Oh, I wanted to mention one thing. What are you wearing right there?
This is TITS.
Okay.
Stands for two in the shirt. And I actually approached them about sponsoring me because I just like what they were doing. It's provocative stuff, but it's done in a very classy way. And they were like, yes, sure, we'd love to, you know, sponsor you. And so ever since then, which has been a short amount of time so far, I have really branched their brand out into the electronic community, which they're kind of more hip hop, but they're really crossing over.
Nice. And yeah, I mean, you're wearing the artwork. A couple of other guys here tonight were wearing some of the artwork. I think Tony was wearing one of the shirts as well. So I mean, that's just awesome. Again, independent artists helping independent artists. That's sort of what the mantra of ITV is all about. But it was definitely a pleasure to have you on the show. I know we've missed you a number of times, had a few times, but it worked out now. Yeah. And I would definitely want you to come back on the show again. You know, what's the website that people can go to find out more information about what you have going on?
I think my website, dj-eva.com, is, you know, it's very current. I keep it pretty current. So it always has my dates and some new. I try to actually put artwork on there of, you know, I support artists on all different levels. So it's not just music on there. It's, you know, I'm always building it. So
awesome. Now, one question before we go: do you make your own music, or have you ever thought about going into that genre of doing that, or is it something you toy around with, or let our ITV viewers know?
I'm kind of more of an executive producer. I like to say that I'm more of like an A&R person. I kind of make things happen for people, things that people don't even, levels that people aren't aware of. And then I collaborate with other artists, and so, you know, I do like a release a year, because it's usually I have to go someplace else. Like I go to San Francisco and work with somebody, or I have to go to Germany to work with somebody. So as far as, you know, my all by myself, there was one track, Builder, but that was a track that I pretty much derived out of something that was an original track. So it's a remix. So I do a lot of, you know, remix work, but original stuff, I mean, I have visions of grandeur for sure.
Awesome, and we do too for you here at ITV. So, you know, definitely check out her website, dj-eva.com. Don't forget to go to our website, ITV. Well, first of all, before I do my outro, thank you very much for coming on the show, Eva.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Don't forget you can go to our website, itvnw.com, where you can register to become an ITV VIP member, enter to win free prizes, and win guest appearances on the show. This is Darren and DJ Eva coming to you from Paula Nightclub, located in downtown Portland. We'll be right back.